Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Leeds Bros. Hope we're all keeping well. And we have Dylan back. We have him back. He hasn't been here in a while. You've been off on an old sabbatical on us, Dylan, but you're back here now. And we're here to talk about the latest comments by Gary Neville and Roy Keane. Boo! So what they've said about Leeds United on the Overlap podcast, I'm sure we've all listened to it as well, but they reckon Leeds United are going down and Leeds United are doomed, is what Roy Keane's words was. So we have the little clip here. We are going to play it. We are going to go through it together. And then we're going to have a little bit of look at the latest predicted table as well. So we'll go through that as well. And we'll have a little bit of fun with it as well, Dylan. Will we get in? Do you want to have a chat or do you want to get into the comments? Or do you want to
Actually, we'll have a chin wag and we'll see how we get on from there. It's the Irish thing. I was out late last night. No, not that anyone really cares anyway. Till 12:30 at night. And I had the press down my head. That's why obviously I couldn't do the video with yourself, of course. But other than that, it's all good. The weekend is coming. Leeds are almost back. So, yeah, I'm buzzing for that sort of stuff. But,
it's a big game on Sunday. The nerves are starting to jangle now ahead of this game against Aston Villa.
Jangle. I do see a lot of people on X and obviously YouTube as well. Everyone's blowing a gasket, about all sort of stuff. But I'm not going to let it get me down in the dumpster.
You're not like me. You're not like me. I had to make a video of it because it had me so wound up.
Look, do you know what the mad thing is, right? I'm that type of fan, and everyone knows I get hot-headed and I lose me
marbles.
And I go about my business, but regardless where Leeds are, whether it's League 1, League 2, conference, wherever it may be, I'm going to follow my club regardless.
We will be there.
I want the best outcome for Leeds, don't get me wrong, but whether it's Daniel Farke in the Rains or if it's, I don't know, Paul Scholes or something, that's a joke, by the way. We'll see what happens, but look, it's all about the love for your club. That's what we'll say. Everyone needs to just relax, lads. You know what I mean? Just relax. We're in the Premier League. We are where we wanted to be. We
just all needs to calm down. We just need to calm down, take a little breather. It's high pressure moments at the minute with Leeds United. Everyone's emotional. We're very emotional, Daniel. We're very emotional here, so everyone just needs to
just get out. Go on. Good luck. No money messing.
Take a chill. Relax.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's get into this clip, Dylan. We'll have a look at what these.
If I play this clip, Darren, is this going to annoy me?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Dylan hasn't heard this. There's the two faces there now of the two scum
heads.
Do you know what? Let me get this overlay all the way there now as well, so we can see the whole thing. Right, let's go. Let's see what they have to say.
2-0.
Yeah.
2-0.
Leeds are going down now. Wow. They were dreadful against Forest.
I said Leeds were going down after watching on the first game of the season, even though they beat Everton. I thought,
so poor
it's not right that.
Villa,
we
got to give.
Everton was shocking that night. It was like, but I just thought Leeds.
Could it be the end where Villa go win 2 or 3-0? You go, they're doomed.
Oh, Dylan, is just me or does it just boil the blood a little bit?
I'll put this aside. Look, they're two scummers, right? I'll put that aside for a second, right? I actually like Gary Neville, like his thing about football. No, what
he must be the only one in the world.
No, I mean, like in certain things, I could get a bit of crack out of him. Do you know what I mean? And Keane, everyone, Keane's just a nutcase. What I will say though about Gary Neville there, how can you turn around and say, I know they were losing to Everton, but I was kind of like, ooh.
That's what I was.
What do you mean, ooh? What do you mean, ooh?
But like, how can he turn around after us winning the game? Everton were poor, and we win the game. How can he turn around and look? What had he got to say about Leeds against Everton? Because Leeds were good against Everton, and we should have scored more goals. So I don't know why he was thinking. The only conclusion I could come to is that he's a scummer and he wants Leeds to go down.
Yeah, but he knows that. No one likes him. I don't even think his own missus likes him. Let's be honest with you. But I mean. You go back. I'm going to say the Fulham game, for example. That's like me turning around and saying Fulham deserved to win that game. They did, in the sense of we scored an own goal. But I mean, we played them off the park. For me, we should have won that game. Should have took our chances. We didn't. So, you can't say if, but to maybe, as your man would say. We only do absolutes. And I don't know what's he on about there. That's madness.
But Keane though as well, obviously, look, you have to agree with him what he said about Forest. We were poor against Forest. Look, there's no denying that. But to turn around and say, they might get bet 2 or 3 against Villa, and then they're doomed. We're definitely not doomed. There's what would be 12 games of the season gone now. If we lose against Aston Villa on Sunday, Farke will probably lose his job and stuff like that. But it's far from over. It's a long way from over. We haven't even been in the relegation zone yet. So to turn around and say, Leeds are doomed, but my God, Dylan, this is really galvanised me. It's a little bit like. like when I used to bully you, I was like, you're allowed to bully your own brother. Like, oh, you're not allowed to bully him. Don't say things about my football club. I'm allowed to say it, but you're not allowed to say it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say it. Yeah.
But it's going to re-galvanise me a little bit. It's just like, yeah, I'd love to prove them wrong. Keeping that clip at the end of the season and Blade stay up, I'd love to send it to them and post it out there and go, what are you talking about now, boys?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are going to have mad, wild predictions at the end of the day, and no one can tell the future. That's why it's predictions. No one can tell what's going to happen. Who's to say that, Fark loses on Sunday, we sack him, we get Bielsa in, Rafinha comes back. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, there's all talks of Bielsa. Well, not talks of Bielsa, but Bielsa's is obviously talks of him resigning from Uruguay, and everyone's kind of saying, well, the stars kind of align. Look, I just think that's just a little bit of fantasy. We all just want to be held and minded at the minute, don't we? Because we're all feeling a little bit sensitive at the minute. But we know with Bielsa, we heard about Everton before that time. He was linked with Everton, do you remember? And that was in the middle of the season. And he turned around and said, look, I'll come, but I will manage your under 21s or your 18s because I don't like coming into a team without a pre-season. I need my full pre-season to do it. So he's definitely, like, maybe Leeds will be the only club that he do it for, but yeah, it's just a little bit of a romance kind of story, isn't it, Dylan? As much as
you never know. I can't see it happening. I
think he'd risk tarnishing his reputation. Like if he does come back, like I think what happened with Bielsa was beautiful, even though the way it ended in heartbreak from the comeback, and then like for not go right, or fans get on his back. Then again, it will kind of like the whole kind of fantasy Bielsa. Have him on that pedestal, and if he comes back in rounds, it will break me heart.
I don't think he would, but at the same time, I don't want him to come back and then, regardless who we could get. I don't know. We could get someone absolutely unbelievable, and there's still fans in this fan base that still wouldn't be happy. And,
we got it under Bielsa, Dylan. Got it into football that man had us playing. So yeah, you're right.
That's what it's all about. It's all about the football. But look, I'd love for it to happen. I would, but as people have always said to me about dreams and reality, it doesn't really happen. It doesn't align. So, but I'd actually love to see Bielsa come back. I can't see it happening. But look, apart from all that, let's focus on Sunday in the sense of Daniel Farke's still in charge. And then obviously the comment there from Roy Keane saying that we're doomed. We're not doomed. We're far from doomed. There's still plenty of football to be played. Are we in a good position? No. Is the fan base melting down? Yes. But it's not over yet. You go to the final whistle, and the final whistle is in the summertime.
It was just when he turned around, when he was just like, look, Leeds are going down like that kind of got me. That's what I'm like, shut up, you've no right to say that. Like, don't say that about my football club. Like, two scum bastards together. Like, just hate about them. Let's take a look at the latest predicted table as well, because this made me feel a little bit better. At the moment, I'm clutching at straws at the minute, Dylan. I'm trying to find anything at all that will give me a little bit of positivity at the moment and cling on to a little bit of hope. So this is the latest predicted table at the end of the season as it stands now. So Leeds there in 15th, 44 points, Dylan. Like, you take that every day of the week. Wolves, you would say, yeah, go down. Burnley, you would think so as well. West Ham, I'm not too sure about that, because they've Nuno in charge and Fulham as well. I do think they have good players and Nottingham Forest. But yeah, when I looked at that, I was like, yeah, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
I tell you, I'd love for Burnley to go.
Would you?
Yeah, I'm annoyed now, because especially Hannibal. I just want them to go down just for that, simply. But on the other hand, I don't want them to go down because I'm hating this stereotype of, the three teams that came up are going to go back down. Like, don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of praise going on for Sunderland at the minute, and they are doing well. Pat in the back, you could talk about the AFCON Cup and all coming up as well. Like, put all that aside, but, we give them plaudits. They're doing well. They're doing very well, and welcome to the Premier League. See what you can do next season if you stay up. We finished 9th, and we thought we were the best thing since sliced bread, and look what happened. It was a meltdown.
It's always a second or third season, because we have seen clubs come up to the Premier League and do really well and fall short and go back down. But you have seen other clubs come up as well. Then when you look at the likes of Brentford under Thomas Frank, Bournemouth have done it as well. There's a couple of clubs that have gone up to the Premier League and steadied ship. Brighton is the prime example of what they've done. So it can be done, but it is very much that second and third season as well. It caught us out, didn't it?
Yeah, look, it's one of them things, as I said, for me, being the new face of kind of a Leeds fan. As I said, I've only ever seen them in Championship or League One, so the Premier League to me was like the Champions League to others. You know, that kind of way. So
Yeah.
I was delighted. So
You've really
spend-
known nothing as a Leeds United fan but heartbreak. Like
Yeah,
you obviously
yeah.
you started supporting Leeds when it was the Coca-Cola Championship actually at the time.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But that's what my cousin always says. You know, if you get relegated, you're going back down to the Coca-Cola. Now, it annoys me when he says it, but he knows what he's doing. You know, to just wind me up a little bit. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, I supported him.
I was just about lucky. I have a couple of memories of Champions League nights at Allen Road watching them with my dad, and then really when my first kind of proper year supporting Leeds, where like every single game, you know, latching onto all the highlights and all that, was actually the year that we got relegated back in 2004. And my dad always turned around and said to me, "That's because of you, this year." Like, and then we didn't know. Sure, I thought we'd go down and we'd be straight back up. And at the time, it was called the Nationwide Tour, wasn't it? It was the Nationwide, I think, and then I think it was Nationwide, and then it was Coca-Cola. And we thought we were coming straight back up, but never in a million years. I think it'd be 16 years before we got back. But yeah, that's why you enjoy these moments as well, Dylan. But yeah, I hope we prove people wrong. I really do. Look, I'm starting to feel a little bit positive again. I need to get my positive hat back on after like a lot of negativity over the last couple of days. Obviously, look, so when Sunday approaches, it could be a totally different story when the game is about to kick off.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that post match reaction.
Yeah, it's a big game. It's a big game this weekend. But Dylan, we'll wrap it up there. We'll leave it there with the two scummers, and let us know what your thoughts were about Gary Neville and Roy Keane. Just a nice little quick video. We said we jump on and we'll have a chat about it because we couldn't say nothing about it, Dylan. We couldn't ignore it, couldn't we? No, we had to speak about it, especially them. Anyone at all that has anything to do with Man United and says anything bad against Leeds, you have to speak out.
The gloves are up, but you know, obviously I haven't seen this. So if it's come on, you literally just text me saying, "Come on, we'll talk about Gary Neville and Roy Keane's comments." Immediately, I'm assuming, right, I'm going on here for him to annoy me, to make me watch something, to put me in bad form for the rest of the evening, and you've done that. So well done.
Thanks very much. That's what I do. That's what I set out to do. Yeah. We'll leave it there, guys. Just as I said, nice, short and sharp one. Myself and Dylan will be back tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow night at 8:30 after Daniel Farke's press conference to bring you your match preview. We're going to look a little bit into Aston Villa, so a bit of opposition fact file, recent form, and head-to-head against Aston Villa. And then we do our score predictions as well, which is always a good little bit of fun as well. And then we'll be back for our watch-along and all that good stuff as well. So Dylan, and to say before we wrap it up and say goodbye to all these wonderful people.
Yeah, love you all. I hope you have a great evening. We'll catch you all again soon.
Mind, you have to completely put me off. Mind yourselves, mind each other. Catch you in the next one.